There seems to be low morale amongst your troops. There seems to be equipment breakdowns and command and control issues. My first question is, what does President Putin think he has achieved in Ukraine to date?
Well, first of all, not yet. He hasn't achieved yet. And we're speaking about special and military operation that is going on. And it is going on strictly in accordance with the plans and with purposes that were established beforehand. And of course, well, first of all, I think we have to speak about the reasons for this operation. I mean, because speaking about the morale against our amongst our military, of course, you operate data and information coming from different media and from your intelligence, but you would probably have to doubt this information. You have to doubt it, and you have to think twice whether it is true or not.
Well, here's the thing, Mr. Peskov. You know, intelligence that really predicted the invasion turned out to be true, despite what you all told us, you know, from the Kremlin. So let's just get past that. We've also heard, you know, civilians and journalists who've seen Russian troops and who've recounted. But that's be that as it may. When you say he hasn't achieved, President Putin hasn't achieved yet, what do you foresee? Because this was going to be, according to your own side, in the press, in the state-sponsored media in Russia, a pretty quick operation. It was even suggested that, you know, within a couple of days that, quote-unquote, Ukraine would return to, quote-unquote, Mother Russia. What has gone wrong, and what do you see for the next phase of this?
Well, of course, no one would think from the very beginning about a couple of days. It's a serious operation with serious purposes. And I think if we try to remember those purposes, those main goals of the operation, it's to get rid of the military potential of Ukraine. And actually, this is why our military are targeting only military goals and military objects on the territory of Ukraine, not civil ones. Russian military are not hitting civil aims, civil targets. Number two is to ensure that Ukraine changes from entire Russian center to a neutral country. And in this sense, let's remember that after the collapse of the Soviet Union, actually the neutral status was fixed in a declaration of independence of the country. Number three, to get rid of the nationalist battalions and nationalist regiments who are now opposing Russian troops, who are now trying to cover themselves under the shield of civilians, thus paving a way for civil casualties.
Dmitry,
and also, I beg your pardon, if you let me, and also to ensure that Ukraine acknowledges the fact that Crimea is also an untakeable part of Russia, and that People's Republics of Lugansk and Donetsk are already independent states, that Ukraine actually has lost them after the coup that happened in 2014.